Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, skeevers and rat ghouls. It is I, Gregr Bearclaw, back with another video. So, got chocolate chips stuck in my mouth. I was gifted death by
Maker's
chocolate.
breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden. We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it. I thought so. I'd hoped so. Hal's influence was strong. His death can only be a good thing, but even that will not be enough. I know my father, and he is committed to his course. He will see this through, no matter what. You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me. I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain. Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility. We certainly have a great deal to plan. Maker knows what that man is capable of now. Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Where is her room? I feel like it's over here somewhere, maybe.
Could you clarify who you're referring to? Are you asking?
All right. Let's go down here and check. I don't think she would be up there. I think she would be up there. There's Orgrim. Quinn. Servant. Shale. Maybe she is up here. Yep. Alright, let's drop a save. I am recording audio, right? Yeah. Okay.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Hal did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness. Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn. Kaelin knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built. My feelings towards Alistair have nothing to do with it. I barely know him. I simply believe that I am what this country needs. I will fight for what I believe. Would Alistair do the same? Thus, I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it. For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine. No? You're a Grey Warden, and despite the fact that my father will paint himself as the only one who can protect the country from the Blight, it is not so. Secondly, you saved Al Eamon from a plot that no doubt had its origins in Hal's sick little mind. People will not forget that. You are competent and powerful, and in the right place at the right time. Used to your advantage, these things could bring you far. That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it. I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement? Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires? Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with. Do you foresee me agreeing to place an untried, unwilling man on the throne otherwise? One whose largest decisions to date have consisted of which shoe to put on first? If it will settle matters more quickly, I am willing to agree to this. But only if it will benefit Ferelden. Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
I did not know I was playing Matchmaker Simulator.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it. Really? Whatever would give you that idea? Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen? Marry her? As in marriage? As in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy. No, not perfect. Not perfect at all. I don't trust Honora any more than her father, and I'm certainly not going to marry her. Go and tell her whatever you think best, but I can't do it. Even if it means I have to be king myself. I'm sorry. Did anyone mention this wasn't my... Really? What do you think I should do? Go ahead. Why would you do that? Did you take a blow... Yes, I suppose you're right. The Landsmeet will probably see that too. Go ahead then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Alistair the Goof. Honestly, this is, in my opinion, this is the best option. Because, personally, Alistair is probably not going to be the best of rulers, but... I mean, alright, let me just get onto the train of thought. So, Alistair seems to be more of a soldier, I should probably put that right there. Alistair is more of a military soldier. Now, he does, in fact, as I said before I had to reload, he does have a kind heart and a good sense of justice. And that will definitely help him in the future. Now, she can take care of all of the political stuff while he takes care of the military stuff, you know, like in Dragon Age Awakening. He has to find an area for the Grey Wardens to rebuild. And then he has to also support the Grey Wardens, and then in Dragon Age 2, he has to go do some other stuff. And then in Dragon Age Inquisition, he has to do even more stuff. Now, yes, keeping him as a companion would be phenomenal. Really, really good, in my opinion. This is going to be the best course of action for him to be king and him to be married to Honora. So, yeah.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes? He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now. Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
To the alien edge. For honor and glory.
Excuse me, the Lady Queen has summoned me to see to her unmentionables. Well, not much. Just, may I air that for you, my lady? She's brought a maid of her own to wait on her. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about.
Man. Wanted to speak to her more. Alright, let's go to the alien edge and
Right.
stuffses.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Let's hope there's some good interactions between the ladies and her. Ladies and him. Not her. Him. Alright. Can we unlock said chest? No. Okay.
Dwarven crafts.
Find dwarven crafts. I'd really like a bow with better power. Ooh, hey, So, I had a thought, because I started a mage playthrough, because why not, right? Like, why not just go to a mage playthrough? And so the Arcane Warrior, to my knowledge, you cannot be an Arcane Warrior as a warrior. You must be a mage. So, does that mean I can wield a sword as a mage? See, it says Arcane Warrior right there. But I cannot be an Arcane Warrior. It bothers me so much. Alright, let's see. What do we got for cellages? Back key? Oh, back room
Fine
key.
dwarven craft.
Let's run around for a minute. If this turns out to be a waste of time, then, ooh, hey. Multiple guys in here I need to speak to.
What can I
If
get
this
you,
turns out to be
stranger?
a waste of time, I will speed up time. And this will all be, fast forwarded. So, here's hoping that I don't waste a bunch of time.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. Poor Oswin obviously didn't recognize you. He described you in great detail, but never mentioned you were a Koosland. I owe you his life. When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish House still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin? Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Sweet.
How's your brother?
I'd hoped to see him while I was in town, but he's made himself scarce. Every time I've called at the Chantry, he's been away. He answers none of my letters.
That doesn't sound like Erminric. I'm sure he's merely busy.
May I help you? This is Erminric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head. He's alive then? Please, if you have any news of my brother, I would hear it. A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. You're Bryce Cousland's youngest, are you not? I thought I recognized you. Take this. It's been in my family for generations. Let it be a sign of the friendship between High Ever and Waking Sea. Let me know if you want some of my bowmen when you take back your Tairneer as well.
Oh, we got backup to take back our homeland. Sweet.
Have you heard the news about how?
Everyone in the city has. Ryland must be pleased.
That half-blood is as cold as the mountains. Did they not serve together in the war?
Oh, I can hardly speak ill of the sense or conscience of any man simply for wishing Rendon Howe dead. You've met him. The man made vipers seem personable.
Well, I didn't say I was shedding any tears over his passing. He never was any friend of mine.
He makes vipers seem amiable. Oh my gosh. Deadly poisonous snakes are more amiable than Hal. That does not help me feel bad for him. Oh, I want to kill him again. But remember, no hard feelings. Just very sharp. So, the majority of what I just did is mostly going to be cut out. So, yeah. Also found out I cannot equip Spellweaver. That the sword is solely for mages. And since she does not have that ability, she is not allowed to do. She's not allowed to do that. Sorry, my brain just died there for a second.
Androste's ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
The worst of it's cleaned up now.
Alienage. Sweet. Do we get interrupted? Yeah, I kind of wish you'd be Oh. That's funny. We're literally right here. We're about to walk into the square. That's pretty nifty. I like that. All right.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
All right.
What do you need?
I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
Interesting. Okay. So we are going to save because I feel like we are about to be interrupted.
We're not going to be mobbed, right? That's not something elves do here. Mob people.
Is it?
You think we're so far beneath you, we'll just take whatever you give us? Someone's coming. Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me. I was on my way home. Look, I'm leaving and you should do the same. The knife ears are all riled up.
Do you blame him? What's his name came through here and killed a bunch of people.
Spare a silver for a war veteran? Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
So stupid.
Now that is a big tree. I wonder if the children get to climb it.
Oof. I want to climb it. Alright. What's this door?
Let's get...
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be in here.
Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, my lord, can you spare some coin? Thank you, sir.
You are too good to us.
Oh. I feel like that's going to become an issue, isn't it?
Let's get started.
Oh, he's blind.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by. I appreciate your candor. Most stare. Or worse, the awkward silence. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Malefica. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover. In my time in the alienage, I've come to feel there is something sinister at work here. What exactly, I know not. It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary. None. I thank you for humoring me on this. If I am wrong, I will rightly feel the fool. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Make her watch over you, child.
Alright. Oh, there's a tag.
Who's there?
Mama said you'd bring me a present from High Ever. I wonder what it'll be.
Ah. Kind of sounds like your mom abandoned you, child.
As you wish.
They could just be chanting gibberish. It's not as if you'd ever know.
Oh.
You're really so worried about this plague? Go home. Crowding around. I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day. So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm.
Oh, come
We'll
on.
help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy? What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though, all the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian? Those mages say they're from a circle, just from another land. I have no idea if they're telling the truth, or if anyone cares. These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian, and I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back. They won't just let you in. Well, there is another entrance in the alley. There's no crowd watching, no mages, and only one guard. You can try. Those guards mean business.
Right.
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague? Look, this is how things are. I didn't make the blight or the plague or anything. I'm just trying to make a living. Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want? Make it 12 and you have a deal. Here's the key. I'll just forget this happened.
As you wish. On it.
I was muted this entire time. Whoops. So, what's the point of money if you don't spend it? Sorry, what's the point of having money if you don't spend it? Then the next one was, they're blood mages, aren't they? Oh, no, they're not blood mages. They're selling people. Got it.
Let's get started.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
They do be selling people, aren't they?
As you wish.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here! Thank you, friend. They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly. You don't have to say that twice.
We'll go back out to this door, and it's honestly probably the door right down the road.
As you wish.
What are you looking at? Who's there? Stay away! I can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble. I don't know, I swear. I only saw them take people away. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Baker, the little one's crying. I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch of others, all tied together like pack mules. Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back. Every few days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
Let's get started. On it.
At your service.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. This should be easy enough.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
This should be easy.
Stuck your nose in.
Is that all you've got?
I think I'm doing frost and fire damage. Incredible.
You need me?
Alright.
On it.
To the pots. Not pots.
What's
the
this?
port.
Another shipment already? Do we what? Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be? Oh no! I heard of you! Attack! Ah!
I mean, if I get that fire rune, then I'll be doing roughly 14 points of fire damage every strike, plus my base damage. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. But also, I have
What is the
plus
meaning of
10
this?
physical
We were told that there would be
resistance.
no interference from the authorities. You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here. You Fereldans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals? Indeed. I'm intrigued enough to wonder what brought you here, if not to exact righteous retribution. And this is supposed to frighten me? Let us finish this then. I intend to see you pay for the damage you've done here.
Fun. Killing some slavers. You know, nothing too interesting.
On it. Right.
Let's drop down a save real quick.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Ooh.
Right.
am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about. One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity. Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Logain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Guaren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
'Tis a reasonable enough starting offer.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes? Interesting. For free? Oh, no. Don't be ridiculous. Hopefully you have a more serious offer in mind. Oh, no, that won't do. These elves are worth... Well, the entire trip isn't profitable without them, I'm afraid. Have you anything else to suggest? Now, that's not much of a deal, is it? Seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
An interesting offer, if a tad messy.
So, is my offer of interest to you, yes? Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go? That's quite generous of you, considering your position. Many thanks.
You don't look like a Tevinter. Not that it means much. Are you one of them? What happens to us now? Free? How strange to hear that word in here. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone, let's go home.
I am listening.
On.
Ask me anything.
This should be easy enough.
Me just casually over here, brain dead and ignoring the world. I mean, it is fun. Just ignoring the world sometimes. And flipping the switch in your brain.
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before.
What have you found?
Andraste's ass. You'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is...
Let's get started.
Dead dog. Very descriptive.
Let's get started. Right.
Look who's here. I heard all about what you did to those Tevinters. Nice work. Of course, just keep it quiet.
Ooh. Ooh. Extremely large. Ooh. Look at all those gorgeous arrows. in bottle. All right, let's back out. Let's drop a save real quick, just in case.
Look who's here. Of course, just keep it.
Ooh, current map of Ferelden. Okay. Wait, what? Was that a specialization tome? So cool if it gave me an extra point I could drop on something. I probably should have done champion and barbarian. Ah, okay. Okay, okay. What does survival for survivalists do again? Huh. Well, I guess we do that. And I'm now once again down to 13. Nothing else. Got it. Alright, now what happens when I go through here? Thought there for a second it was gonna crash. So now we do in fact have to look about for what's his name mission.
On it.
Okay.
There he is! Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe. There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir. And poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated.
After the riot, many people were left without a home, sir. Don't have a copper between us.
You're like a hero here, good sir. Oli and I hadn't eaten for a week before you showed up.
I, found it?
You aren't a real beggar.
All I heard was there was free coin over here. Fine.
Every one of us, except the one you rightly pointed out. All of us are unfortunates. So sorry, friend.
Honestly, most everyone here has a sad tale. You've been good to me and Oli. They just heard of your good deeds is all. Ah well, I figured it wouldn't last. Thank you for what you've done. The rest of you lot, the good sir isn't handing out any more monies.
Aww.
I wonder how far that would go. Poor puppy.
What's a girl to do? Have to be a good girl.
Huh.
You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy. The housemen. They came the night of shouting. All of us orphans were in there. Then the blood. Oh, the blood. Still bleeding. Poor animals. Poor us. So many died. So many. The orphanage is all dead now. The dogs hear the bad men too. They make good dogs so confused, so angry. Poor little pups barking at the noise. Make them stop. Never met her, but she protected me. But I lost her amulet. Grandma, make the voices go away. Everything and nothing. They thirst for blood. More blood. The bad men in the house. No, sir. No, sir, indeed. Don't go into the orphanage. The bad men will take you too.
Interesting.
What have you found? There's been no fighting in the alienage recently, which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else? When the Elven riot was being suppressed, the orphanage was stormed. It was bad. Very bad. Have you found anything else? I'll report that at once. I've heard such afflictions can spread, even from a corpse. I suppose someone may not have known that. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there. I'm sure your friends can keep me safe. I have faith in you. Let us proceed. The feeling is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Right. On it.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a falling, Sir Willem, Sir Willem today. And I made it. Sir Willem, Sir Willem.
for time.
One, two, rare for
Warden says it's tingling.
It's your time to shine!
This is the center of it.
Mortal! You do not belong here!
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
At one time I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go.
Alrighties, well, I have dragged this video on way too long. I'll be doing some extensive editing to decrease the time from an hour and a half to, you know, a little bit less than an hour and a half. So, thank you guys for watching. God is awesome. Have a wonderful day, and I shall see you all another time. Goodbye.